Hello? I guess hi, raccoon. Hi, Georgina. I was trying to find a memory card over the weekend, which was like on the desk somewhere. And so I couldn't find it. So I literally took everything off my desk. It's all in like a basket for me to go through. But yeah. Well, I did find it. It was on my desk. It just prompted me to be like, no, everything's gone. Everything's gone. Haha. Felicia, thanks for claiming a second for the first time. We've not, had that. I just added that because I think it's cute. And Allison redeeming third. I don't think anyone redeemed first. Gives me flashbacks to trying to find the stickers. That's fun. Yeah. There we go. It'd be neat if there was like a way of keeping track. I don't know if there is. Of like how many times you've gotten like a reward. Or like a first spot, if you will. But I also, over the weekend, that first was redeemed. You're so good. Over the weekend I kind of went very hard at cleaning because the wedding is coming up and my neighbor's going to be watching the cats, which means that she'll come into my office just to check the litter box situation. And I'm like, well, my office is currently in a state of, I don't want anyone in here. So it's been a work in progress, which is why I was kind of like, I don't know what we're going to do today since it's like a late start to stream. But I was like, I don't know. I got things that we can craft. I got things that we can put away. You know, we're just here. How was your weekend, chat? Also, hi, Ren. Sorry if I missed anyone. Hold on, let me go back. Hi to Raccoon, to Georgina, to Allison, to Kit Kat, to Ren and Felicia, Clivey. Ah, yes, crafts, and leave after checking. Well, this is the same neighbor whose house is like immaculate with 4 kids under 11. Like, there's no excess in that house. Like, there's no toys all over. There, like, everything is very neat, and I feel like my house looks a proper mess in comparison, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to at least look like I have my life together. For real. Didn't have anything major happen. Doesn't mean no, and I know that. It also, I feel like I can be more creative when I have space to create, if that makes sense. Like, yes, some things stay out. Like, when I cleaned everything off of my desk, I didn't get rid of this yarn, which we're using every day. I did not put away this cross stitch, which I plan on finishing or working on more this week. Like, I don't need everything put away. I just feel like if things are better organized in a way that I can, like, keep on top of it, it feels good to have space to craft, if that makes sense. Hi, girly. Pippin, that's Artie's food. What is she doing? Huh? What is she doing? Pippin. Hi. Hello. How's my girl? Huh? Come here. Pippin, hey. No, you don't want to see chat? That's kind of rude. That's kind of rude. You got a Bulbasaur. Clean space can help with clean brain. Yeah. So, like, here. And now just because this looks all nice doesn't mean that everything is put away. We have 2 bins right now of, like, figure it out. But, like, the desktop, look, I figured out where to put my markers. Like, this is very clean compared to how it has been. Now, like I said, do I still have 2 containers like this? Of like, okay, this is a packet of stickers I have to put somewhere. I don't know where my button bin went, but I found a bunch of buttons. Okay? Like, so some of it is just like I have to go through and toss some stuff or put things back. This goes back in the kitchen. The lighter, like, you know, so I have to just like go through things still. But this was my desk. This was everything coming off of it. So actually my desk and a few other spots. So I will let them be wild and uncaught or caught by Pokemon experts. No, you're so good. The Pokemon game here is super fun. You don't have to do anything other than just like buy Pokeballs and type Pokecatch when you want to try and catch something. That's it. Yeah. So like I said, part of me wants to keep working at it because it feels good to be working at it. But I also wanted to like hang out with everyone, so I know that I could like turn the camera on and we can like with the mobile camera and we can work on stuff, but I figure we'll start with making some beads like we have been. We can yap a little bit. We can figure out what the vibe is today. So I found out something interesting from the allergist. So for new friends, I have been dealing with chronic hives since December. Yes, I have been itchy for 9 months, and it sucks. You can see, like, I got quite a few on my hands today. I don't know what that's all about. But, so he was saying that, because one of the hypotheses of mine is that my Effexor could be causing this. And he was like, well, you don't have an allergic reaction. Oh, I have to change that. It's been 8 days since my birth. Boop. By birth. So he was saying that I don't have an allergy to the Effexor. And he was saying this because if I did, my reaction would be anaphylaxis. That's what an allergy is. He goes, now, could you have a sensitivity? Could it be irritating? Maybe. He's like, but it's one of these things where, you know, you have to kind of weigh, is what it's doing more important than, you know, not having it? He does agree that it wouldn't be a bad idea to see if taking a different medication in the same class might help. But he was also saying that it would be more likely that you would see the reaction a little bit quicker. Although, again, he was saying that, just like the other doctor said, you know, getting to, like, therapeutic doses takes time. And it could have been that plus the stress that I had gone through, that could have triggered everything. Now, the other thing that was interesting, and I'm like, why didn't I know about this earlier? Also, hi, Sari. I hope you're well. Is why didn't you tell me this? But it turns out, you know how I've told you all that taking like ibuprofen, like NSAIDs, can cause like an increase in things, it's like a stimulant, if you will. Also taking like that one cough medicine that had like that one ingredient was also like a stimulant. Turns out, and this is what I thought, turns out so was Klonopin. So remember how I was saying that I feel itchier when I take it? He was like, yeah, that makes sense. And this is where I was like, I wish you would have told me this earlier, because the amount of times that I would take it being anxious about hives, and then the hives would get worse because it's and he's like, you know, normally when you don't have these issues, nothing would happen. Nothing would change. And I'm like, okay. So it also makes sense, though, why every morning I would wake up itchier than when I would get ready for bed at night, because every night I would take a quarter Klonopin to try and help with my vertigo, to try and help with my anxiety, and also the struggle of sleeping. And that would be why every morning I would wake up, 12 hours later, here I am, just feeling extra itchy. I'm like, well, would have been great to know, but whatever, I do now. So, again, it's not like I have to take that, like, especially with the wedding coming up, like, not gonna make it through the wedding without it. Just not. But he was like, you know, you're not taking, like, the maximum dose of antihistamines. He goes, why not try taking, like, another Zyrtec when you take Klonopin? He's like, see if that helps. Okay. So since I took, like, half of the Klonopin earlier today when I went to see the doctor, on the way home I took another Zyrtec. I'm like, well, I'll see how I feel tomorrow, because that's normally, you know, or later tonight, whenever the itchies would normally come. He was also saying that there's not really a way for them to, like, check any kind of interaction, any kind of, like, medication allergy. He's like, we don't really have that, like, technology, that, like, ability. So he was like, the only way really to try, or like to see, is to switch the medication. So I'll still probably do that after the wedding. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I mean, it's interesting because they know my medications. yeah, no real, like, conclusive anything, but some more information. Some more ideas. And he was, of course, like, you know, if it's still, you know, not going away fully, we can try the Xolair. Hi, Emily. Good morning. And he also said that there was medication that was approved by the FDA and they're just waiting for it to hit markets. That's like the Xolair, but instead of it being an injection, it's a pill, which I would be much, much happier doing. Instead of like a once a month shot, it would just be like a daily and I'm like, I could do that. I can handle that. Well, I mean, I guess here's the thing, is that this isn't like a common reaction, I guess. Just like how most of the people who take like ibuprofen don't have hives. Like this is not, it's not a common thing. And not everyone who takes it has these issues. So it's hard. It like, if I report it, if I had noticed this earlier, he could have been like, yes, that could be it because this, and this. But it's hard to, because anything, you know. So we'll see how it goes. Trying just adding an extra Zyrtec if I take a Klonopin. Because it's a little annoying, because like if I need to take it, I have to take it. But like I also don't want to be extra like itchy at the wedding. Like that's important to me that everything goes well. Like it's my baby brother, you know? Hey, Petrichor. Oh, speaking of wedding, one of the things I asked James if we could do today was, like, I have the one pair of shoes that I was like, that could work for the wedding, but it just didn't feel like fancy enough. So I was like, do you think that we could go and like take a look at some shoes, see if we can't find anything fancy? So do y'all want to see? I mean, I can go grab them. I got a pair of shoes. We went to a bunch of stores because selection of shoes, like we went to Famous Footwear and literally the whole store was like Crocs and sneakers. There were like aisles upon aisles of Crocs. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, I understand back to school shopping, but like, it was weird. And then we went to DSW, which is where I found the shoes. And I was telling James, like, if you want to go look for shoes or at shoes or whatever, like, go for it. They didn't have any in his size. Like, James has small feet. He's short. We're the same height. We wear the same size shoe. It is what it is. But it was just wild that they didn't have anything smaller than an 8 in men's. Right? 8, James? I'll go get the shoes. So I got these. Woohoo! it. They're so sparkly. And they're kind of like a rosy gold sort of color. Like a rosy gold buff kind of. It's in between the two. Champagne, yes. But it was funny because it's in the other room. I literally was walking around with the swatch that I have of my dress, and so every shoe that I picked up, and I was like, "What about this one?" I'd hold the swatch to it, and then it was a matter of finding ones that were comfortable, that looked good, that all of that. But it does not. Petrichor, I checked. I did. I was like, Are we? We're not glittering. I rubbed it on like clothing too, just in case it wouldn't come off on hands, but on but no glitter transfer. It's very important to make sure. Yeah. I'm out of balls. Oh gosh. Such a goober. But yeah. They're really nice. I like them. They're like $40. You know what I think is wild is seeing different things, like trends, and how cyclical they are. Because like my grandmother, I remember playing dress up in her high heels, had the pointiest toe high heel shoes. Like they were so pointy. And they're back. They're back in the store. Like almost all the high heels that I walk down, like I'm like these. So we tried 3 stores before. Like we tried Famous Footwear, we tried Marshalls, and then we went to DSW. And DSW was the only one that had like a good range. DSWs are huge. But like so many of the shoes at Famous Footwear were just these pointy-toed high heels, and I'm like, they're so uncomfortable. They're so uncomfortable. And they're like, ugh. Yes, I will be wearing them around the house. Left glitter on my mom's passenger seat until the day she sold it. Yes. So, I think so, Petrichor. I have 2 pairs of shoes. And the idea was originally, like, trying to figure out what one would be more comfortable. But if anything, I'm going to wear those during, like, the ceremony. And, like, for pictures and stuff. And if if there's grass with pictures, whatever, I'll deal. But I also have a pair that are like... Here, I'll show you the other pair. These are the other pair that I have. So I'll probably have both. Because we'll have our car there. And the idea will be, if I need to, these are nice, these are good for dancing, these are good for, walking around, whatever. But they still look nice. I like these ones a lot. They're kind of like a grayish purple almost, like, yeah. Are the jellies? Oh, I forgot. I saw the best shoe, but they didn't have it in my size. Otherwise, this would have been my wedding shoe. Those are platform Crocs. I don't understand. Ew, $90 for shoes that get rocks and like make your feet sweat? No, thank you. That's wild. That's a no for me. That is stupid expensive. Jellies were cheap. That was part of their charm. Yeah. I never got blisters from mine, but I mean, not unless again like a rock or something got in there. But no, I feel like having sweaty feet. At least sometimes in the summer with jellies were a thing. Just because they didn't really, I don't know, they were like a weird mixture of, they allowed your foot to breathe, but they also didn't. Crocs gave you blisters? Really? That's interesting. At Disneyland? That's fun. Cotton bowl from jellies. Skin is fragile, yeah. Almost every kind of shoe is bad if you don't have socks, yeah. Everybody is different. Oh, and then I found out, that was the last thing from the allergist. So I had like this testing thingy done. They had done like this swab thingy where they like swabbed the inside of my mouth. And they like sent that off for like, I forget what exactly they were gonna like be testing. Some kind of like genetic or something. And they were supposed to like call me with the results. I never got a phone call. I also completely forgot about it because ADHD. Well, it turns out the company, like, he contacted them because he was like, hey, you know, haven't gotten this patient's results back yet. And they were like, we never got this patient's sample. So that's fun. Evidently it got lost in the mail, and they were saying that they were having that issue a little bit more frequently, and so they switched. I guess they worked with like USPS, and now they're working with like FedEx instead. So they're like, yeah, we'll send you out like some new kits and stuff like that, and you can just like redo it. Now, luckily, it wasn't anything like painful or long or arduous. It was just, you know, whatever. So he's like, we don't have any just yet from them, but as soon as we do, we'll call you and you can come back and just do that. I was like, alrighty. Sounds good. He also said, though, he's like, we never had that issue before. He's like, ever. And then within like the last couple of months, like since I had done it, he goes, we had it happen to 2 patients. And I was like, okay, it makes me feel a little bit better that it wasn't just me, because like, yikes. These are just a couple of beads while we figured out what to work on today for our owl. So I didn't know what to work on, and I figured we could just yap a little bit. I feel like now's a decent enough time. Do y'all want to see the emote that I started working on for Pippin? I have my iPad. But if no one's excited about that, then we don't have to look. Okay. Poke. Emote, okay. Now, I'm still, like, tweaking it. For the next, so there's a huge, oh, is there really? You need the kitty. So this is, like, rough draft, right? I've already changed it twice. So we don't have, like, colorings in. Oh. Evidently my iPad did an update. But here's all my little samples. There's all my little Pippin samples. And then here's all my little maple samples. And all my little Artie samples. And then I took the Pippin sample and did a head pat. So I have so many layers here. I originally had her eyes open, right? I originally had it like that. But I feel like the eyes closed is like more like, yes, kind of vibes. Like, I'm very happy about this. I have to play around with it some more. Let me, cause like, there we go. If we get it like smaller, like emote size. God, the glare from, you know, like trying to figure out. I don't think that we're quite there yet. But again, there's been a lot of tweaking done, shifting things over, turning heads and stuff. Like, I wonder, I can bring this all the way up, like, hang on. Just separate my stuff into groups. So I can easily do this. Like, remember how I showed you all my examples. So this was, I took the example, right? And then I was like, okay, well, I want her head tilting up more. So I lassoed it, tilted it up. I'm like, okay, well, her face, like this part has to shift this. But like having that sample then means that you can do, you know, oops. Like that. And it just gives you like a reference on like where things should be. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. But I'm happy. And then I have like a whole list of other ideas. Of like other emotes. Let's see what else I have. Pippin ideas. Sleeping, clapping, flop. Her in a box has to happen because she's always in a box. Maybe a judgy face. A singing. So there's definitely a lot of ideas. And like I said, this is just like, that was probably about an hour's worth of like sketching last night. So I feel like the more I play around with it, the better it'll get. I might change like how zoomed in things are too. Like I'm looking at other emotes that I've done. I feel like maybe zoom in. Probably Artie. Yeah. Probably an Artie. I have so many ideas though. I want to do a nodding one. I have also written down light bulb. Like an aha kind of. I have a emote. Lots of ideas. Alright, what should... Oh. This is something that maybe we could work on. I love emote ideas. So, I've been trying to make some stuff just to put on the website because I haven't had a sale in a long time, and it's obvious. My bank account saying it's very obvious. So, one thing that we had done a while ago with these little blind boxed, like, palm. It's actually really funny. Emily literally brought her buddy with her. Like, she shared a picture, and I was like, that's so funny, that I was, like, revisiting them. But I've been making them in little cotton, like, multicolor yarns. And I've just been having fun making some little blobby guys. I like them because they can, like, fit in your hand, and they're squishy. And I feel like they're just, I don't know. I like the little blob monsters. I think they're fun. What do we call them before? We call them emotional support blobs. And I like that. I like that idea. I like this one with the little happy face. So we can actually work on some of those, making some more. Here are some that we did before. I can show you. Oh. That's weird.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh. Ugh.
Also this. Yay.
Thank you for the 53 months, Emily. What color paper star would you like? I hope that you enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing. And of course, your ability to scream. It's a very important ability. Oh. Nope, not me. But I was making these ones all cotton. I don't think you've done red either. I don't think many people have done red. But I also have like a whole bunch of pretty color cotton blobby guy options. So maybe we just work on that today. That's like low stress but fun. You guys can pick what kind of eyes we do each time or something. And then they'd be on the website. And I think what I'll do this time, like before it was you got like a random blob. I was thinking that I can make it so that you could like, I'll number them. And then you could pick which number you want. So, and they'd be the same price. They'd be $25. So they're not a lot. And then I like them because they fit in your hand. This one's mine. I kept him from the last sale. Now, they are a little bit smaller because they're cotton yarn instead of the acrylic. But they're still good little blobbies. Yeah, maybe let's make some of those this stream. That sounds like a good idea to me. And then if anyone has any requests, we can do that. But I think it'd be neat if, like, this time, like I said, if I number them, that way people could, like, pick. They could be like, oh, I want number 5. I don't know. I don't know if we do that or if we do blind bags again. I just know that my business account is severely strapped. Because I was using it to buy our groceries, but then I stopped making enough money to cover it, and I didn't really notice until... Yeah. Anyway, it's fine. That's Willow. She's watching right now. Hi, Willow. Yeah, oops, indeed. But they're fun, and they don't take a whole long time to make. Anyway, here is your red star, Emily. Thank you again for the resub. Let's get my hook and let's start making a blob. Was that what I was using? Yeah. I could maybe... don't know where my 3.25 hook went. Doing your cross stitch? Ooh, what are you cross stitching? And I appreciate y'all being here. I know there's lots of places that you can be, and I know I started off stream by updating a medical thing, which isn't, you know, very fun, but I also know people have been wondering, so I appreciate you sticking around. I also found that yarn undering with these blobby guys with the cotton yarn seems to make it so that I have to pull on the yarn less, and that seems to make things nicer for my hands. Because cotton yarn can be a beep when you work with it, because there's no give. You're stitching a steampunk rabbit. I love that. Is it like a big full coverage piece, or? Yeah, if you want to share pictures, you're welcome to join the Discord. I'd love to see. I love seeing all the stuff that everyone works on. Plus, sometimes I give you guys fun things. Like, I got, you know, one of those random texts from a number that you don't recognize. And it was like, is it a good time to talk now? So I was like, what would you all say? Because my original thought was, yes, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. It's actually kind of small. It has a lot of details, and there's backstitching. Very cool. Oh, that's awful, Allison. So, like, Georgina was like, her response would have been, it's okay, I've already hidden the body. Wish said, I told the cops everything I know already, honest. And Elf said, is this the guy that's supposed to help me with this dead body? Don't be late tomorrow. There's so many options for responses. There really are. That's why I was like, I'll share this with Discord and see what they come up with. I mean, one of my personal favorites is just sending back, like, this SpongeBob gif of Patrick yelling, "Who are you people?" That's always a good one for, like, the weird wrong numbers or solicitors. Whoa, look at that Pokemon. Okay. Sure. this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. Petrichor, did you watch Strange New Worlds yet? Also, Sharn, your package shipped, so it should be getting to you at some point. You'll have to let me know. You did? I thought this episode was really good. I got an email. Awesome. That's hooking up with everyone, please. 2 characters is everyone? Kirk? Original Kirk? Gross. That was hooking up with everyone. Get out of here with that. That's so dramatic. I did love the fact that it was like Kirk and like what would be his future crew on that episode. I thought that was really cool. Ads? Heck. I'm gonna snooze them once. That way they're actually on the hour. Also, he's like literally not hooking up. He was dating. He's dated 2 people. That's not even hooking up, you know? He'll demote him the first chance he gets, yes. There's a lot of really good stuff. work on anything fun over the weekend? Or play any games, or... I cleaned a lot. And I did so much laundry. And there's still, like, sheets and towels to do. It's pretty rude that laundry always, like, keeps happening. Back into Coral Island at the moment. I saw that they added multiplayer. I haven't purchased it yet, but it's, like, on my wish list. It's something that I think about getting. It was supposed to be on Game Pass. Like, I downloaded it, but every time I try to play it, it's like there's an issue. I don't get it. Time with friends, cleaning and cuddling the dog. How's she doing? Is she still Queenie? I know you guys were saying that you might change her name. Of course, Felicia. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks for stopping in again. It was nice to see you. Calypso! I love that name. That's so cute. Finally getting into her crate herself. Very good. Has been so nice. Oh. Poor baby. Treats are good. Like, I often would throw, like, a treat in the crate. That's actually something that I've been working on really hard with Pippin lately. Is practicing getting her into her carrier. Because she doesn't like it, and the last time that we took her to the vet, she was so anxious she, like, peed in the crate or the carrier. So one of the things that I've been doing, like, whenever we put her back after she's been out for stream, is I have been, like, picking her up and just, like, carrying her and putting her into the crate and, like, making her walk into the carrier. I keep saying crate. Like, making her go in. And then once she's in, I'm, like, dropping treats onto the bottom of the carrier. And then I was really proud because the first day she's like, I'm not eating this. Like, absolutely not. This is terrible. Second day, same thing. She's like, no. Awful. Third day, she ate the treats before I let her out. Like, I just keep her in there a minute or two. And basically, I'll just keep increasing it. And then, like, moving her around in it a little bit. Just to get, like, it's not always, like, it's okay. You know, you don't have to panic every time. Gotten her to eat treats. She didn't want any food besides cheese. I mean, I like cheese, too. Alright, ads are about to play, so we're going to take a quick stretch break. Get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. Just stand up and take a stretch, and I'll be right back, and we'll keep working on these little blobby guys. If, I kind of want to do his arms up high on this one. I don't know. We'll have to figure out what vibes they're giving off, you know? Exposure therapy, That's helped so she's not scared of the room. That's good, yeah. There's another thing that I remember very well when I worked at the shelter. It can take up to 3 months, if not longer, for a pet to adjust to a new home. So, like, when you pick up a pet from a shelter, anything like that, it can take up to 3 months before they start to learn the routines, before they start to learn, you know, the sounds, the smells, the people. And so during that time, like, It's all very scary. So I think you're doing fabulous. Yeah, new blobbies. Some little cotton blobbies this time. Alright, we'll be right back. We'll play some words. Alrighty, thank you all for sitting through ads. I appreciate it. Don't split the cotton yarn. I'm gonna move this out of the way for now. I don't need it. I like how the yellow is all like in one area. I'm trying to figure out where to put like the face of this one. I feel like it should be in the yellow? Should it be on like half on the yellow, half on the white? Half and half might be cute. Okay, this running stitch marker must just have like a hair, because I keep on crocheting one of my hairs into... It's pretty rude. Oh, wait. So what, like, maybe make this part the face here? Where there's like yellow and white? Or on this side? Which side do we like better? This one? Or this one? Both are good. Makes me think of popcorn. The white line that goes, yeah, this side. The one on the right. Needs star eyes. I don't have stars, but you know what I do have? I do have little kawaii eyes. An asterisk is a butthole and everyone knows it. Oh my god. I don't know what kind of arms to make. I have another one that's done. Where is it? Because he has little nubby arms. I think about it that way. And now you have... Gee. What kind of arms would you think for like a popcorn little guy? Should they be like squiggly? Should they be... Yeah. That would be cute. I don't have any that look like stars. Maybe I'll do another little nubby one. That would probably, like a little bump. Like this. Bobble stitch. Mm-hmm. For arms, that's okay. The whole thing isn't a bobble, you know? If this whole guy was made out of bobble stitches, I'd hate myself. That would be too much. Embroidery is tricky with doing eyes like that. Because it ends up like it requires a lot of space to make it not just look like a blob or like an X. Okay, now that I made arms, do we still feel like this is the right side with the this arm on the right? Or is this the right side now with it on the left? I like that I said, oh yeah, he should have his arms up a little higher, and then I made them almost exactly the same height as the others. It's fine. We'll give one high shruggy arms. I kind of feel like this is now the right side. Or do we still like this one? Toasted marshmallow. Oh no, maybe that is right. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, okay, we'll keep it on this side. Both sides are so cute, I agree. Who's texting me? The doctor's office. Oh, that's cute. Having them a little lower and wide. Yeah, I like it. We definitely need to do like a rainbow. Like this is the yellow one. I have red, I have orange yarn. I have green, I have blue. Like we have to do like a rainbow. And then we can do, well, I've already done a bunch of multicolor. But that's neither here nor there. They're all like multicolor though. Like this. These guys are fun. They're like, it's nice to just do something easy every now and again. I was thinking about adding like fidget beads to them, but I wasn't sure how we thought or how we felt about that. Because I'd only be able to put a couple because of their size. Like on their back, maybe? Kind of like how the Dino Chicky Nuggy is. But... Or I could even make some with like spikes, like how the seahorse has them on spikes. Like, you know how the seahorse one goes like up the back? Uh-oh. Big rollerblades. They're so diverse because they're perfectly neutral? What do you mean? You don't have to like anything specifically to love. Yeah. They're not like an animal. They're emotional support blobs. Hi. Are you an emotional support blob, Artie? You are? Hello. Whoa. Push them around a desk. Hi. What's up? Yeah. She didn't exactly make a smooth leap up, so... No, it wasn't the most graceful, huh? That's okay. Aren't into niche things, yeah. Hello. Hi. I showed everyone a picture over the weekend of how helpful you are with the laundry, huh? Yeah? You were a big helper? Right into the clean laundry, huh? And Scoop! Hi. Pet my face! Oh my goodness. Ooh, so I just had this thought when... So the other day, I saw in my recommended for you section, and I'm like, yeah, you all know me. I don't know if any of y'all have seen the Make It Mini, like, rooms. But I'm gonna need to get them. I have them saved, I'll show you. And then I also saw a leak, and I don't know how true it is, of, like, animal Make It Minis coming. I hope it's true because it's super cute. Look at them. But in the world of AI and what have you, I don't trust everything. But look at them. There's guinea pigs and a bunny and a chameleon and little hamsters and burbs and axolotl. Like, they're so cute, and I'm gonna need all of them. 100% without question. So anyway, I tried Googling but didn't find anything. Yeah. Hi. Thank you. Please don't knock my phone out of my hand. Please don't. But yeah, here's the Make It Mini spaces. Look at these. So this one's an ice cream shop. Oh, is this the... Nope. Look it! You build the whole room? Like, from scratch? Artie, no one wants to see your butt. Stop, come here. Like, you build all of it. And look, it stacks. And then this one's the pizza shop. No, it's kitty buns. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's just rude to headbutt my water bottle. Here, I'll show you the pizza one, too. But I was like, yes, you do know me by recommending this. I think they look really cute. They're 20 bucks, which is, you know, not terrible, but... Hi, what do you want? You want to sit? I should rephrase that. Can you come sit? But I'm excited. Hi. Come here. Have a safe drive home. Full-size versions. Not that I know of. That's my straw. Hi. Come here. You can lie down up here. There's not really anything up here other than like my iPad, which has to stay up here. Move these scissors. It's fine. I'll just show. I'll just crochet up here. So while I was waiting for the doctor, I was looking through Ravelry for patterns that I could use for the yarn that James got me. I wound it over the weekend into cakes. Because I really like the one pattern that I showed you all, but that one is for sport weight yarn, and this is closer to worsted weight. So I couldn't, I mean, I could probably alter the pattern, but that just seems like a lot. It's a knitting pattern, and that seems like a lot of math that I'm not super confident in. So I think that I would rather find one in the right weight, but I haven't found one yet that's similar. Not that I really need, you know, more patterns. I've got enough to work on. But I have the yarn. Like, I don't have to... Well, I would have to buy some. Because I would probably want to get, like, similar fiber to make it out of. Right? Or I guess it would be fine mixing it. She just tapped the yarn. What? What do you need? While she's here, I could show you all a little Maple Pippin clip from yesterday. He does his weird meow thingy. And I was like, I'm just gonna kind of let them play that, like, figure this out.
Maple.
Where I'm just like, I'll talk, but I'm not gonna get up.
Hey.
She's like, I'm like, that was all really playful. Like, that was not, I want to attack you. That was not any kind of, like, angry... Like, that to me was very playful, where he, like, chased her and then, like, swatted at her, but he wasn't, like, I don't know, going for her? Am I reading that right? Would you say that that's fair, cat peeps? Yes. It looked fine. Yeah, it's just his weird meow thing that doesn't make any sense. Oh, also, this has been one of my favorite things, and I definitely am going to have to make another cat couch, so I hope that you all are up for watching another one be made, because look, he might be really bad at instigating play. He could be. He absolutely could be. Like, that could just be he's awkward and doesn't know, like, what to do. Which, I mean, same. I'm awkward. But look at her last night. This is before I cleaned. She just woke up. So she has a grumpy face. But she loves it. I'm gonna have to make more. And that's why I wanted to, like, let them kind of work it out, because it wasn't, I didn't feel like it was going to escalate. Like, the situation was going to get to a point where he was going to hurt her. And I was like, she can tell him off, she can swat him back, she could hiss, she could do whatever. Well, that's the thing, is that he doesn't meow at me when he wants to play. He meows at me for, like, attention. So when it's, like, food time, or when I talk to him, or, like, when I first see him Like, it's very much around, like, a greeting, almost. So it could be, again, something. So, and he did, one thing I was really proud of was after all of that, after, like, he chased her, he ended up going off and playing with a toy on his own. And I was like, heck yes. Like, that to me is one of the best things, is like, okay, I am excited, I want to play, but she doesn't want to, so I'll go play with this thing I like. And I'm like, oh, heck yes. Like, that's fabulous. Look at this little popcorn buddy. I love them. Yeah. See, here's the thing, is that I don't really think that it's not really cat behavior. So having thoughts from people that it's not typical cat stuff. So yeah, you kind of have to think outside of the box with him, you know? Like, this isn't, I've never seen other cats behave that way. So, orange blobby guy time? Ice cream blorb. I also just had the idea I could also make arms that can get attached as I go. What do you want? What can I do for you? You're very cute. And then he does a slightly impulsive thing. Oh, boo. What a goob. Because, like, I tried to not be sitting on the couch. Because I remember what we were talking about the other day, where it was like, oh, maybe he's, like, jealous of Pippin being close to you. So I was like, okay, what if this time, instead of sitting on the couch with her, I, like, sit on the floor? So that way there's, like, a lot more, like, they can come at me from different angles, like, there isn't going to be that competing for, like, the couch space. So, you know, I was trying that, too. What creatures, for real. What a bunch of weirdos. But there are weirdos. Speaking of weirdos. You're just happy to sit here? That's fine. So tomorrow's stream may start late, may be skipped. I'm not really sure. It's going to depend on what goes down. Oh, hey, James. You can't work that shift tomorrow. Patch has the vet. I'm sorry. I mean... Mom's the worst, huh? Yep. She says orange block 2 o'clock.
I'll take off. There's no chance that you could take them? I mean, if you don't feel even an ounce of comfort doing it, I'll do it. I don't care.
Can we talk about... Do we have... No, but... No... It doesn't matter. No, you're fine. Yeah, this is evidently just a cat channel now. Change my category to, what is it, animals and zoos or whatever. Category, yep. That too. Oh, my tension got really tight on this round. I mean, yeah, I'm working on an orange blob, so the same thing basically. She says, you guys like orange blobs? Here you go. Ten out of 10 loaf. I mean, I guess. 0 out of 10 location, though. But I guess that's cat behavior for you, so. I'm gonna work on drawing a new channel point thing. We're gonna call them buttons from now on instead of pennies. So I'm gonna draw up a new little icon. So like next week I'm only streaming the beginning of the week because the wedding, well, the wedding's the end of the, like, the last day of the month. But we have, like, rehearsal beforehand and stuff like that. So, like, I'll probably stream, like, Monday through Wednesday. And then take off just so that way I can make sure that everything is, like, packed that I need. Make sure that, make sure everything's set for the pets. Just all the panic stuff that you, like, oh my god, wait, did I realize? Did I remember? Did I wash this steam? Whatever, you know? So. That covers your whole stay. Perfect. Pre-trip chaos, yeah. Making sure all the soap's packed for, like, the shower and the, you know. Just everything. They can't see any of this, Artie. What if I just, like, do this, like how I did that one day? I can make the camera higher. Can I get the mic a little higher? Also, sun butter on a caramel rice cake sounds good. I've been putting apple jam on the apple cinnamon rice cakes. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that not good for you? Really? The demon pose to Lilo and Stitch when he... Oh my god, no, they're right. The Elvis yep. You stinker? That is. And your new music. Oh, wow. That's a lot. I got cat hair on my chapstick. So I know that the other day, sorry to like throw the BRB up, just trying to figure out vet stuff. I remember the other day we were talking about like toys and things that we regret letting go of. And I remember I was saying like, oh man, I hated that I gave up like the cat Beanie Babies. Like I loved those. They went everywhere with me. As well as my aunt was really big on like collectible stuff when I was growing up. And so she would get like Beanie Babies all the time for us. But I remember for like Easter I had gotten the 3 bunnies. Cat hair on my chapstick sounds like a Doc song. That does sound like a Doc song. A monkey and a dog. I love that. But I totally was looking at like Beanie Babies on eBay. And I may have won one cat for $1.25. The shipping was $5, and I didn't think I would win it, and so I just was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll put. And then I got like a email. I was like, oh, I put like $2. I'm like, there's no way, like I'm gonna get that. The brown one, Pounce. The ones that I really want to get are yeah, Pounce, are the black and white one and the white one. The white one was one of my favorites. Like that one, the white one went everywhere with me. But when my mom was asking me to get like the rest of the pictures that I had scanned in up so that she could like take a look at finding some pictures for Ryan's wedding. And so I was able to, but it was funny because I ended up, I shared the one picture of my mom with the cross or the needle point in Discord. Like that was one picture that I remember, but the other one that I remember is, here it is. Oh my god, I found it. Literally as I'm talking about it. Oh my god. So this is how my brother used to smile. That's how he would smile. You would say smile and he'd close his eyes. But look at me, this is Easter morning. And I have the 3 bunnies and the lamb on my lap. I love that dress I was wearing too. That yellow dress. Oh my god, I loved it so much. I love braces. But I just thought it was, I'm like, so then what do I do? Now I have like in my watch list, look at this. I found six of the rabbits for $12.99. And I was like, hold on. I don't have any of these left anymore. And it's like, I don't need, like, there's not a lot that I'm like, I want, or like, I would want to like have, but I'm like, I never should have like let go of these. Like, it was one of those things where you were just like made to feel not necessarily guilty, but like you were too old for things. And like, they're small. Like, Beanie Babies are literally little bean bags. Like, and I gave them up. And I was like, looking back, I'm like, man, I love those things. Also smiled in a cute way when he was, oh, more wide teeth with eyes looking to one side. My other favorite thing, I don't know if I can, and it's fun having like a large age gap between siblings, because like you remember a lot of these things that you wouldn't necessarily remember. But it was really cute. Whenever Ryan would like play that he was on the phone, he would hold it backwards. So he would hold like the hand, like it would be the wrong way. Which was also really cute. Because he'd answer and he'd be like, hello. Like, okay. Siblings. Oh my god, I found a picture. I know where these are because I was just going through. Yeah. Look at him. He's so chubby. He's such a chubby little guy. But it was really wild looking at some of the prices that people wanted for certain Beanie Babies that are rare, or like there were errors and people are asking for like thousands of dollars, and I'm like, y'all are crazy. No way. Only smile for, oh! Always look right. Hey, you know what? Honestly, at least he smiled for those. So many kids don't even smile in those. What's the cat doing? Oh, did she leave? Okay. I thought that she was just like in the litter box. It's like, hello? Are you good? Cheesiest grown in studio pictures. Mom made you a new dress to take pretty pictures in. That's so sweet. Alright, I was gonna snooze ads, but I want to finish this guy up on stream. And we only have a couple more rows, so I'll let them play. Because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to be like on the last row. And I'm going to be out of snoozes. So we'll let them play. Take a quick stretch break. And then we'll keep working on this little guy with the wiggly arms. I like them. And then we'll finish him, like I said, today. And then tomorrow we'll play by ear, depending on how, like, what goes on at the vet. But like I said, the plan for this week, I do want a cross stitch. I do want a diamond dot. So those will probably be like Wednesday, Thursday things, just because I want to make sure that I give them like enough time to actually do. So tomorrow we might crochet more of these guys. Maybe we'll work on starting the sleeves for my cardigan. That could be another thing that we could start, because that's just like a repeating thing. I don't know, but I'll be right back. Get a snack, get a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, be right back. Alrighty. Thank you all for waiting. I appreciate it. I also couldn't get up because as soon as I was ready to, all of a sudden Artie appeared and I was like, she went to lie down and I'm not getting up and possibly getting her being like, oh, I'll just come over. Let sleeping cats lie, you know? I'll be able to stretch here in just a few minutes anyway. Breakfast, nice. So I found and brought out like a crinkle ball for the cats to play with. And neither one of them was interested in it. Or any of them, I should say, because even Maple didn't have any interest in it when he came up. But you know who did? Patch. He kept picking it up and like crunching it in his mouth. And I'm like, buddy, that is not a Patch toy. He was like, I don't know. I can pick it up. Seems like one to me. So, yeah. I think we'll just do regular black eyes with this one. Maybe a smile. Over the weekend, I also finished sewing all of the Star Wars figures for Ryan. So, I just have to get some of the Artie fur off, and then they can go into my box of Christmas gifts. Oh, I have to, like, I don't know, put like a big bow or something on the blanket for the boys. I can't believe that that's not going to be in my house anymore soon. James is probably thrilled. Right now it's in a big black box in our bedroom. It's like exciting and nerve-wracking when you spend so much time working on something and then it's time to actually gift it. Have to write up a little care card too for it. Oops. You know what I forgot, James? I don't think you're listening, but... we should have run into Petco when we were over in that shopping complex to get more of Maple's food. So that way we wouldn't have to worry about it. Because we were there. Yeah. Oh, well, you should have said something. Unless you mean you, like, had it now. Yeah, we had plenty. That wasn't like going home. That was just literally a pit stop. And just grabbing the food, paying, and leaving. Oh, well. Okay, well, we got 2 little blobby guys done. That's pretty good. I'll keep working on them off stream. We can work on them maybe again, like I said, tomorrow, or maybe something else. Look like a Cheeto blob and the other one was popcorn. You could be hungry. You're also not wrong, though. So maybe I'm hungry too, or maybe they just do. I also have to color test that yarn. I made a little like swatch to dunk in some hot water to see what happens. For bingo. Where did... yeah. Like so close to being done. I'm gonna be so... I don't even know what to do at that point. It's like that's the only yarn that I found that actually look the right color. Yeah, it absolutely dyed my hands. It literally, here. This is one of the best ways I can show it. Look at the difference between this one and this one. This one looks like it was in a bag of Cheetos. I haven't used one any less or any more, but the orange, you can literally see it. Like, dyed. So... Figure I'll try like the vinegar water solution. See if that does anything on my swatch. I don't know. So hopefully it does, I guess. I don't... It's like, isn't that always the way? You find something that actually works, like, for one reason or another, and then for another reason or another, it doesn't work. Look at this little guy doing the hula. Or maybe he's getting ready to spin. Hang on. Maybe he's like... I like them. Little blobby guys. Little cuties. I like this one. Has like 2 different colors. So it's got the yellow and the pink on one side, and then blue and pink and yellow on the other. And this one's got the yellow and blue and green. And on this side has like pink and green. So, alrighty. Baby puffins look like pom-poms. That sounds adorable. Alrighty. That's gonna do it for today. I got dinners to cook and critters to take care of and what have you. I'll keep you posted in Discord how his appointment goes tomorrow, if anything changes. But yeah, if you have any extra good vibes that you can send our way, his appointment's at 2. I'd appreciate them. But thanks for hanging out, keeping me company. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a really good rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember you are loved. I'll see you all tomorrow. There's Discord, there's socials. I'll see you all at some point, hopefully tomorrow. I'll keep you posted just like I did today in the Discord. Just based on how long appointments take. Okay, bye.